Exhale as much as you can and hold it. This is the feeling every viewer of World Cup 2019 went through watching the match that torn apart a huge amount of people into two groups: unfair or fair, a fluke or a misfortune, wrong decision or a wrong decision. What did go wrong that day? Was it fair? Was it a ridicule made by the ICC or the umpire? We will walk you through this astonishing swing of a final that is remembered and placed at the top of the table whenever anyone talks about heart-stopping moments in cricket history. Keep watching. Welcome to our channel. Please do like, share and subscribe if you find this content useful. Every cricket story has a sad ending and a happy one as well. Needless to say that this one is a tad different. You may have seen won by 2 runs or won by 1 wicket, but first time in World Cup you will hear that won by 9 boundaries. Okay, let's set the scene. England was set to play their 4th World Cup since 1992. Their opponents for the day, New Zealand, just entered the final for the 2nd time continuously, becoming the 5th team to do so. Eoin Morgan was leading the English team to get their first ever victory and being the national sport of England and still not winning a World Cup painfully spikes more will to win. At the height of buzz from spectators for a score of 300 to see a good thrilling game, the Kiwis finished their innings giving a target 242. The match started to look an easy chase, but only players on the field understood it wasn't a favourable batting condition. England batting side did suffer. The coin of advantage rolled onto the side of the Kiwis, but not for long because Stokes and Buttler kept the hope alive. Hold yourself because real thrill and pain of shock starts from here. Last over, England needs 15 runs of 6 balls. Stokes and Rashid are facing Bolt. Stokes, being the one in form, tries to keep the strike towards him rather than Rashid.
When it didn't go past Williamson, he said, no way, I've got to hit 4s and 6s.
The third ball of the over, a full toss played on the offside by Stokes, unfortunately finding a fielder right down the field. They're aiming for 2, whereas the bowling side is looking for a run out. But the ball arrives to the keeper. Stokes slides inside the line when his bat makes contact with the ball, deflecting it towards the boundary. Fielder can't stop this sudden deflection, resulting in a boundary. The crowd blasts off in anger as the umpire gives 6 runs to the batting side, 4 from boundary and 2 runs taken, whereas the rule clearly states that the batsman should cross. Dharmasena, the umpire who got insanely trolled and called for his wrong decision. Not in a group stage game, but the most crucial game of a world final for both countries. He addresses the situation by trying hard enough to justify himself. But the thing is that all the umpires did not think of looking through the footage, asking the third umpire for a better look. But instead of that, they decided to hold the game for 6 minutes and come up with a decision with a very confused state of mind. Many do argue that the ball should have been declared dead. But the best argument presented, best and the most true, it should have been 5 runs and Stokes should have been on the runner's side. Right when misfortune starts for New Zealand. Now England has also finished 241, calling it for a tie, and the sole reason to be blamed was the absurd decision of the umpires. A tie always calls for a super over. The batting team of the second innings takes the bat first in a super over. Hence Stokes and Buttler takes a strike against Bolt, definitely an experienced bowler but with no wicket that day and subsequently high economy of 6.70. Other bowlers have had a better economy rate, but Williamson decided to go with his experienced bowler as he was the only one who could have been harmful for Stokes. England set a target of 15 runs. From the Kiwi side, Guptill and Neesham take the responsibility against Archer. It all comes down to 2 runs in the last ball. They take the necessary one, but Buttler gets hold of the first ball, not allowing the last run for the win. The super over ends in a tie as well. We might wonder for another super over, but why? Because England won the World Cup. Ending every inning in a tie, England still takes home the trophy. How? By scoring more boundaries. England won their first World Cup by hitting 9 more boundaries than New Zealand. There is no doubt that this was an unfair ruling against the Kiwis. Even if the rule was stated by ICC, doesn't it make fair since none of the team were playing to score more boundaries? What mattered was scoring runs, chasing them and not allowing to chase them back. When the requirement changes and your entire hard work and dream goes in vain, as you're not aware of fulfilling that, it most definitely is termed as an atrocious way of declaration. Not only unfair between two very well deserving teams, but an unfair treatment between batting and bowling. Thinking about future matches or even mindset of the board members making the rule, the question arises, why does it have to be boundary count? Why couldn't it be catches or wicket taken? A much deeper concern would be, are bowlers and fielders not accounted with the same importance as batsmen? Signing off this video with the most beautiful thing that emerged out was his viral photo. The game had many countless viral moments, but everyone's heart was set on Kane Williamson's smile after the loss. When we recall this game, definitely it's gripping as any other big thing, but we also recall the brilliant sportsmanship shown after the match. Ian Smith's world still result in goosebumps for many. Absolute ecstasy for England, agony for New Zealand.
Ecstasy for England, agony for New Zealand.
Thank you for watching this video. If you find this content useful, make sure to like, share and subscribe. We'll be back with another video. Goodbye.